Hello.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back. This is episode 45 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is a video game podcast where 4 pals of sweet video game news. My name is Reese Lagden. I'm joined by my first pal, Bredders.
Hello, I'm Brad. I'm Brad.
You forgot who you was.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Brad Seeley. And then also we got Ash.
What's the point of putting like a pseudonym? I'm like Bradders. It's called Brad, and you just say my full name anyway. So there's no point.
Everybody knows who you are. What's the difference?
So,
yeah, you're an alias now. You undercover.
Yeah.
What's going on? Why can't people know your name?
I'm a rat for the mob or something.
You're a rat. Okay, where's this going? I don't know if it's going anywhere. Yeah, we'll move on. We'll move down to the next window. Ash Lily.
Hello.
And then Bradmore.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. In between, it's either really quiet or really loud, and this time it was a bit more normal. But yeah, if you don't know, this is the video game podcast where obviously we choose our own topics. Topics this week, Ash is going to be talking about Fallen Order. They revealed this week or last week that they're going to be given a next-gen upgrade for Series X, PS5. So he's got some details about that. Bradley Seeley is going to be giving us another Mass Effect topic, since that was quite popular, and it's obviously coming up soon. So it's a bit of a guide for noobs like me and Brad Moore, for us virgins that's never played Mass Effect before. Brad Moore will be talking about Mortal Kombat, the movie that's coming out. He's hype levels. Is he hyped? Is he not? He's a big fan of the franchise.
I think he's hyped. About it.
Yeah, is that hype? You think he would be hyped? That sounds hype.
Wait and see.
The original Mortal Kombat movie had Christopher Lambert from Highlander in it, didn't it?
Yeah. It's a weird accent.
I don't think so.
All right, live impressions, Mortal Kombat. And I'll be talking about Ratchet Clank, the graphics from the recent State of Play, and my thoughts on it. Yeah, if you want to watch the show on YouTube, just search Part-Time Players Pod, and please like and subscribe to the podcast. If you want to watch us on podcast platforms, Part-Time Players podcast.
You are
completely messed up. I am butchering now. Yeah,
you're right, mate. You're having a stroke. It's like if you want to,
hopefully.
This is quadruple shot coffee he's got this morning. No wonder he's off his fucking tits.
I made myself. I put look. You can see like
Guinness,
the foam.
That's Guinness. You're pissed.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel a bit pissed. My head is spinning.
In the morning.
I put about 3-4 shots in it.
But you got problems. Do you want to talk? Let's turn this off. Let's have a talk. Come on.
What we're going to talk about.
I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk. We're just not going to talk. Anyway, yeah. Listen to the audio version on podcast platforms. Just search Part-Time Players Podcast, and you'll be able to find it anywhere. Yes. We drop on Mondays. So, like I said, please like and subscribe. We're also dropping a brand new show. So if you watch this and you like to skip to the end, maybe you're not even listening to this, and you like to listen to the TV show portion of the thing, it's not going to be there anymore. However, don't worry, we are still doing it.
If you like it, guess what? It's gone.
It's gone, yeah. So too bad. However, we're making a separate show. It's going to be called Watch or Not. And it will still be posting on Tuesdays as a separate thing. So audio for the time being will just be on Apple Podcasts, and you'll still be able to watch it on YouTube as a video version. So we do a planned to expand a bit more. So yeah.
We kind of done like a Joe Rogan Spotify deal where we went exclusively to Apple, but instead of them giving us 100 million, we actually paid them. So,
yeah, I paid them. Yeah, I paid them and signed a long contract. So I think they own the podcast now.
Yeah, I think Reese has signed us rights away for the podcast. I think, it's.
I've signed up to all the Apple program stuff for. So yeah.
Where Joe Rogan got
winning.
Unlimited,
we are winning. Yeah,
we have no control. That's it.
I signed over our control. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Another sip. Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
We might be having a sponsor. Did you reply to the sponsor? No.
No.
No, you just ignored them. All right.
Well, we're not having the sponsor. Turns out we're not.
I forgot. We'll talk about it next week. Yeah. I don't know if it's a scam. It might be a scam. So.
Is it Big Booty Bitches? Big Booty Bitches is going to be our sponsor.
Women, 40+ women in your area. That's the.
Oh shit! I need to reply to him.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we need to reply to these. You send them my way, so put my address. So
yeah, all right,
Yep.
I'll send them over. I'll send those
Absolutely
to your house. Yeah, cool.
But this week's episode does look like it's sponsored by Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks and Pepsi.
So-
yeah, this is not Starbucks. It's
Yeah.
Nespresso.
This isn't even. This
And other
I filled
brands
this
may
can
be
up with
available.
water.
Yeah.
Roller Cola.
Yep. So I'm going to kick off with the news this week. We're going to introduce news again. It's just going to be short before we go on to the topics. Maybe 3-4 news stories of the week, and we can just discuss them, and then we'll go on to our topics just to flesh it out. Otherwise, it will be a little bit of a short episode.
Headlines.
Yeah, the first one is Sony have sold 7.8 million PS5 consoles. In the same time period, they sold 7.4 PS4s. So it's ahead of that. And they released some projections and some numbers for the next year, fiscal year. So they're expecting a 10% increase in revenue. They've currently got 47.6 million PS Plus subscribers. And Brad is choking. He's muted.
Yeah,
just like interrupted the first one.
Listeners,
And they're
Brad
also
looks like he's dying.
they're also increasing the for the first party games. They're increasing it by 185 million into in-house software. So exciting stuff for PlayStation fans like myself.
Not if you're a Days Gone fan, though. That's out the window.
No one was a Days Gone fan. No one bought it. It didn't review well. And
that's a petition going, isn't there? A petition?
There's a petition, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
I
not
see
happen, is it? We got
it's
told
not going to
off-
happen.
we
Why
got
would
told
they?
off by the director of the company for being tight bastards and not buying it full price.
Yeah.
So,
I think I said it to Brad at work this week that PlayStation seemed to be rebranding and almost going to like a Nintendo model. And it's the whole thing with like the state of plays, playing Returnal this week as well. The first thing that comes up is PlayStation Studios. They don't want you to think Naughty Dog. They don't want you to think Sucker Punch, Santa Monica. They want you to think PlayStation Studios. And when you play a PlayStation Studio game, it means something.
Is it going to be like the Nintendo model where we get like a new Nintendo game like every 1 to 2 years, if we're lucky, and they just port over all the old shit onto the Switch? Is that what it's going to be like? Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Well, not what they've done so far. Evidence would say that's incorrect.
Subnautica's coming to Switch.
You know, we've got potentially 4 games this year. And then they also are doing exclusives with third parties. Like you got your Bug Snacks, Marquette, Oddworld, obviously Final Fantasy. They're making deals with other publishers. So I think that model where you can get the little indie games, we'll publish it, you make it. Yeah. And when we make our games, they're blockbusters. So that model is kind of similar to Nintendo. And it's clearly the direction PlayStation's going in, which I think is the right move.
He is very much a Sony fanboy.
What T-shirt you got on today?
Batman.
When he says we, he means Sony and himself.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean us.
I don't get
the consoles.
I don't get where you think I'm obviously a fan of PlayStation.
Sony hat.
Yeah. I was when we've done a little meeting yesterday. You was wearing a PlayStation hoodie. Just
You've literally bought the merch.
Yeah. You literally when it come up like PlayStation stores back and you can buy merch, you was like, oh, t-shirts.
This was a PlayStation glass, but it came off in the dishwasher.
For fuck's sake,
there
you go.
Quality.
Yeah, quality.
Yeah, mate.
To be fair, it probably did say because I've got a C3PO glass, and it clearly says on it, "Do not dishwash."
Yeah, that's probably come off in the dishwasher, so the instructions are gone. Maybe it was on the box. I don't know. I just
wait a minute. This ain't my Star Wars mug cup. Sorry, Family Guy, classic Family Guy.
Mug of the week.
Yeah, no, I ain't got a drink today. I've only got water. And this week, you'll be glad to know this week it doesn't taste like dirt. So
nice.
Progress.
Yeah,
update. Nice.
It's
You're winning.
Brita filter. That's what it is.
Reese's mug of the week then.
Yeah. That was supposed to be the Mortal Kombat.
You done me. Anybody got anything to say about the PlayStation news or nothing? No. Other than I'm a fanboy.
Yeah, no. I think I'm happy if we get the games out of it, big, good exclusive games. Then I'm up for it. Yeah.
Good numbers, good position, and it's mad.
Sorry.
Hold on.
It's crazy how that they've sold this many and they're ahead of PS4 amidst a pandemic and a stock shortage. So imagine where it could have been.
Yeah, Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, and I saw something that on a little sidetrack here that they're saying that they're trying to make more, but this just the part like they can't get components for it, and they may have to redesign it so they can make it without some of these components because
there's
it won't
a
be like
shortage.
It's just shortage.
There's a shortage of resistors, isn't there?
Flux capacitors. I can't get hold of.
It's it won't be like a PlayStation 5 Slim or anything like those. Saying it will just
be made of cardboard.
Yeah, it would just be a PlayStation 5 without some of the stuff.
The sides would just be paper, just like flapping in the wind. Like.
Secondhand CX PS3s with like a PS5
same price
sticker on it.
Yeah,
crazy. But,
an external hard drive hanging out.
Do you think is scalpers still a problem? Can you still go?
Yeah,
can you go to a shop and buy one yet?
They come up and they're gone. Like that.
So do you think the sales are still because scalpers are still buying them?
Yeah, they've sold this many, but half of them are in a warehouse.
That's what I mean.
No, there is actually stats that show that that's not true because it's of active players have actually turned on the PS5. Scalpers are not unboxing it.
So it's double. So it's actually double.
He's just got 1,000 PlayStation 5s on.
So it's actually like double the amount of sales then, because if they're only logging the ones what are getting used, loads of them are in warehouses still waiting to be sold. Then, so the sales are actually a lot higher than what they're saying they are.
It is crazy that I think it's like a perfect storm when people stuck at home playing more games and that, and then I thought, I'll invest in a PlayStation. What's your favourite stat, Reece? Go on, give us your favourite stat.
Well, 1 in 4 people that got PS5 didn't have a PS4.
Yes.
Yeah. So 4 weeks in a row.
Every week now we get to get
8 weeks.
That's the thing though. The scalping thing's only going to work if they carry on buying them when they come out.
But surely
when a new lot comes out, they have to quickly buy them because otherwise they're like, my stock is useless now.
I know we're saying why would anybody buy it, but surely if scalpers keep buying them, people are buying it from them. They're not just piling up and no one's buying it from me. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. I ain't gone back in the shed, but I'm going to keep buying them.
Scalper, innit?
I wouldn't buy it. If someone was like, "I want a PlayStation 5," what's the retail? Oh, 450. Oh, I'll tell you, give me out £1.5 grand. I'd be like, no, you're right. I'll wait. Thanks. I mean, it's just. No, it's good. Good news for the old.
Although it ain't as hard as what people think to get one.
Oh, I've got Mr. Superior over here. I actually bought 2. I got my friend 1.
3 actually, but I'm not counting.
You've got 3. You bought 3 PlayStation 5s, and some people can't get 1.
Yeah.
This is why you're a fanboy.
And this is
why set up. It's got all set up to TV.
He's a
HDMI 1 to 3 PlayStation 5.
I have not made any much money from any of these sales.
Oh my god, he's a scalper. He's a fucking scalper.
No, I haven't. I sold them at retail price and got offered more as a
wonder why I paid so much off of him for one.
Yeah, when yours arrived on the bed, it was from me. Anyway, story number 2 is about Xbox because I'm not diverse.
You're right. You feel
he
sick.
Just says it's shit.
He's going to say this with gritted teeth. Look at him.
It's about xCloud. So the beta started for iOS and PC last week. So apparently it was invite only, but that's quite exciting news for people that don't have an Xbox like myself and will be interested in a few of their exclusives that I'll be able to play on my iPad. So it's quite cool. Is anybody else going to jump in? I know, Brad, you were because you're Apple fanboy.
I've tried xCloud and it was all right, but it was a bit laggy and like streaming it was a bit of a, I don't know, it wasn't
still in beta form.
Way to play a game.
Remember?
It wasn't the best way to play a game. So I'll give it a go on my iPad because you can connect your Xbox controller to your iPad. So it'd be pretty cool.
Can I play Destiny 2 on my iPad?
Yes.
I'm in.
This changes things.
Brad just runs out the door and leaves the house with his iPad.
Playing it in the park.
Yeah. How much is Game Pass a month? 15?
It's like £12, I think.
Is it 12? I thought it was like 15. Do you not need the ultimate for xCloud though? Is it not 15? $14.99?
Oh no, because I had ultimate.
I've got whatever I've got allows me to get the games and play online. I don't know what it is. But it comes out my account and I don't use it. That's
fine. I'll take your word for it.
I don't pay for it anymore. because my girlfriend got a new phone and you got a year's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate free.
That's fucking good, isn't it?
So I got that. It's nice.
So is
I've got
xCloud the
Disney
same
Plus, I
as?
don't use.
Does xCloud work the same as Stadia? Is it the same concept?
Basically, yeah.
All right.
You're streaming the game, and if you've got Game Pass, then obviously you have access to that library. All you need is a device that's capable of streaming, and then an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
So you have to buy a controller, and that
You can use your PS5 controller on an iPad, can't you? There's an app for it.
I don't know if the Xbox would block it through the app. I would imagine they're
Right.
quite.
Yeah, maybe.
There might be a way around it potentially.
You can definitely connect it to an iPad, but yeah, it's whether or not.
Yeah,
the
you
app
can.
blocks
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah, you can. Maybe you can get around it. Play with the dual sense. If I could do that, I would. Just play Xbox with my dual sense. Fucking winning. PlayStation all the way.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Fucking elite controller.
I've heard that Stadia is really shit though now. Well, it was always a bit shit, but especially since the next gen consoles have come out, it's noticeably poor to play those 60 frame games on it. It's just like when it was PS4s were out and Xbox Ones, it was like, oh, okay, it's pretty seamless. But now there's a big jump in technology. It's like they're noticeably a bit shit.
Yeah, the bandwidth it must be difficult. Yeah. It's ahead of its time. One day it'll be fine. Once we've all got like 60 or something coming out of our skulls from this vaccine.
Once we're part
Stadia will just go straight into your brain. Google
like your eyes are like the TV. You just like you
would literally be like future Google glasses. You just put them on and you're just in Stadia. It's just the world.
You're like Lawnmower Man. You become the internet. That's what
you become the internet.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, if Lawnmower Man got into that game that much and that game looks shit, so imagine what it's going to be like playing like Destiny or Red Dead.
Yeah,
it's going to be amazing. I'm really going to go around killing people. I can't remember. I can't remember what happened on Lawnmower Man.
I think he did go mad. He did go mad. He was a gardener. And then Pierce Brosnan was horrible to him, and he'd uploaded him into an Atari.
Which is fair enough.
That's what happened,
Which is fair enough.
It's a Simpsons.
No, it's Lawnmower Man.
Called Lawnmower Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's when titles of films were good.
Do you know that episode with Pierce Brosnan when he's the house voice thing? Yeah.
Treehouse of Horror one.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No.
I checked out and I checked back in, and that's where I thought you were.
I'm not that bothered about this Xbox thing. I think I'm just going to get an Xbox when they come about. Like when I can go into a shop and actually pick up an Xbox, I'll probably just do that rather than messing about with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a novelty, isn't it? It's like, I can just sit in my armchair and play something on my iPad while I whatever. But yeah, it's still not my preferred method of gaming. You know, I'd rather be away from people on my own in the dark. Just away from any sort of human interaction.
Sure. Yeah, no.
That's what I'd like.
I'm hoping they're still going to do the TV app. If they can do the TV app, I'll play it on my TV.
Yeah.
And if eventually, a bit like Brad said, they're having teething problems with the latest gen, obviously it's not going to look as good as a Series X probably, but if you can be 4K 60, then it kind of makes their consoles a bit redundant. Like, why would you buy one? You just pay a subscription for like £12, wherever it is a month. So sure they'll up the price when it gets to that stage.
If it was good. So
well, third news story is about Nintendo. See, diverse podcast this week. And I struggled to find some news, so it's not really much. But Monolith Soft has announced large expansion of the studio. They're working on Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. And they're trying to ramp up production to try and get Zelda out as quick as possible. So that was quite cool that we might be getting it sooner than we may expect, or maybe not, since they're expanding the studio. Are you expecting it this year, next year?
No. I expect it in 2023, sorry, I reckon.
2023, 2 years away still.
Yeah, 2 years.
Wow.
Zelda games always used to have always been notoriously long for coming out. So,
and that'd be
but
like
then again,
every 6
for this,
years,
I don't understand. Like, I'm not a game designer. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the graphics.
I didn't know that about you. I thought you were.
Different.
Don't put yourself
the dictator of game design.
Exactly that. No, I don't think the graphics are going to be that different. I thought it mainly would have been story and then putting it into action, but I could be wrong because our physics are there. Everybody loved the game. If they'd have just made more story,
more story. Maybe have a few different enemies instead one like the ones in the grass were red, the ones in the mountains were blue.
It's good that.
It's just what are they called? Gompkins or
Simple.
Gompkins.
Yeah, no, it probably will look the same. It'll just be like almost like an expansion or whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously, number 2.
You never know. It could be a launch for when they bring out the new like Switch Plus. That could be.
I think that would be definitely the idea. They want it to launch alongside it.
Yeah,
that would be a real good incentive.
Yeah.
No, that would make sense. Do you reckon we're going to see at E3? Nintendo have signed up to E3 this year. Are we going to see Zelda trailer?
I would like to, but I'm going to say it's going to be very disappointing when they'll show nothing. They'll show something like was on. They'll show games that was on the Wii U that come over to the Switch.
Yeah.
So that's what they'll.
Roblox.
Yeah.
Have we got a Zelda game coming out this year? Has there been one announced?
No.
Oh yeah, we have. We got Skyward Sword.
No.
Oh, is that coming out this year?
Yeah.
See, that's
a good game. That though. That's a really good game.
Yeah, that's coming out this year. Yeah, because I feel like the Switch has had a thing where a Zelda game has come out one a year, so you're always going to get one Zelda game a year. So that I feel like that coming out this year is all but confirmed. Breath of the Wild won't be this year.
So maybe next year then.
Yeah, or the year after, like you said.
I just want a port of Wind Waker. That's what I just want that on the Switch.
You should play Skyward Sword though. You'd enjoy that.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it a bash. Never played it. So.
No, I want a full remake of like the originals, Ocarina of Time and
come about.
Ocarina of Time. Remake of that. That'd be fantastic.
But two will be good. Remake of Majora's Mask. I never really got into it.
And that one as well. Yeah, those two. They're classic.
Well, you can get it for the 3DS, but I think it's probably a bit
pricey.
It looks a bit rough.
It needs to be done
again. It's all right on the 3DS. It looked about the same it was on the
64.
I completed it on that.
Maybe I'll go for it. Maybe
I just feel like all those games look really rough on the Switch. I struggled with the Switch just about how poor it looks. Especially now you jump, like already PS4 looked better than the Switch, and now we're on PS5, and then jumping back that, I feel like I'm going back like 2 generations.
Again, The Witcher 3 on the Switch.
Oh no, I can't do The Witcher 3.
It's banging, mate. It's banging. Love it. Yennefer, see Yennefer in it, Triss. It's brilliant.
Nah.
Geralt, it was another person in it.
I feel like The Witcher is such an epic game. You want it.
Banging.
You want it on the big screen.
Drowners, they're there. Guess what?
Banging.
They look all right. Yeah.
I don't know what this conversation is.
Griffin.
You can't argue with an idiot. So
three hags. Gross. They look gross. They're gross, to be fair. Gross.
Not banging. Probably would bang.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. But I am going to go back. Take about that. I'm going to go back and play it on the PS5 when that CD Projekt Red finally released that the PS5 upgrade for it. I will go see what it looks like.
That would be amazing.
It'll blow my mind, and then I'll be like, actually, yeah, guess what? The Switch version, shit, hated it. Never going back.
Yeah, no, it'll be night and day.
Yeah,
it's so good.
But we have to wait and see.
4K 60
when they do it.
Oh, they're doing ray tracing as well, I believe.
Another quick thing, sidetrack. CD Projekt, fuck's sake, Cyberpunk 2077 got another 15 gig update, didn't it? Fixing more quests and that. So
sick of it.
Yeah, in about 3 years, that game will be playable.
I decided to uninstall it this week from my PS5.
Wise choice.
Because it's taken up so much room, and I'm already juggling. It was taking up, I think, 120 odd, and then there was another, and I'm just like, I don't know.
120 gig for a game that don't work properly. It's mad. 500 gig is fucking beautiful. It's working.
The game is like 20 gig, and then the other 100 is just patches of just things piling on top of stopping the bugs.
Time it's all done, we're going to have to get like a fucking external hard drive to plug into our PlayStation so we can actually play it. This is Cyberpunk on this 2 gig.
You buy another PlayStation 5. You put it next to your PlayStation 5 you've got now, and then you can play it. So,
to get the true experience of Night City.
It's like, do the police react like they should? No, they still run away. They still don't react like they should. So, okay, cool.
The public, as soon as you shoot, they're like,
It's bullshit. I done one thing on that, and it was like, "Oh, help! Police need help." So I went and helped the police, and then they started shooting me because I killed these people that they said they were dealt with.
Oh. Did you play again? What was that? Ages ago?
No, that was ages ago.
Oh, I was going to say, did you jump back in?
No. Me play games. Come on, Jeez.
He plays Market, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Marquette, Bug Snacks, Concrete Genie, brilliant game.
Really want to play Bug Snacks.
I'll tell you what, it's a horror game at the end.
Yeah, I know.
Horror.
I like scary games.
Yeah.
I might get it for Halloween.
How long did it take you to get the plat? Out of interest.
I wasn't playing it constantly. I don't know, but week for me.
Okay. For you,
But like, you can just
4 hours.
You can just go through it. Probably about 2 hours.
2 hours. All right. Yeah, fine.
Just
Okay, I might give it a go then.
Yeah.
I got those 2 trophies on Avengers last night that I was grinding for. So I'm 2 away from the plat for that. So progress.
Yeah.
Anyway, going on to topics this week. Who would like to kick it off? Bradmore, would you like to kick it off with Mortal Kombat hype?
Mortal Kombat. Sure. All right. So yeah, I was going to talk about the movie. So
I was meant to do the little tune, the theme tune, but I just didn't.
Do it.
Can't do it for longer
Just
than
do it again.
11
Just do it again.
seconds.
All right.
Copyright.
We were doing a retake, Bradley Moore's topic.
That's not it. That's not it.
That was it. That was it.
That was like
That
the
was
game
it.
one, I think.
Yeah,
I want
that's what we want.
I want the.
Is this
film
going to
one.
be? Are we going to get copyright strike for?
No, it can't be longer than 11 seconds, I think. But then again, don't take my word for it. I'm not a YouTube man.
Yeah, and you did think there was charging people for vaccines. So.
They were. You can get it done privately. Fuck off.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's an option. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? This ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, this is really bad. Go on, Brad.
This is shit.
Bradmore, continue.
Well,
Do your-
with the theme tune. All right.
I'll just play it randomly when you're talking. It'll just come out.
You'll fade in and fade out.
So, Mortal Kombat film is out.
Is it out yet? I didn't think it was.
It's out in the US.
Okay.
It's not out in the UK. It comes out on May the 6th in the UK. So yeah, just wanted to talk about it for a little bit. Preview. I'm a massive Mortal Kombat fan. Always has been. Got me into gaming, I'd say. So I've always been a huge fan of the franchise. And yeah, I am excited for the movie, but I'm also not. Mixed thoughts. I've seen.
Have you seen the score on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, not good.
Yeah. All right. I didn't want to say and ruin your hype, but yeah.
Well, wait, I've Metacritic's 44, isn't it? I think Rotten Tomatoes is even lower. Or is it higher? Is it
54.
Like 56? 50,
54.
Okay, 54.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? A movie franchise game, you'd expect it to be low because
it's going to be shit.
They're always going to be a bit shit.
Until The Last of Us. It'll be 99.
That's not a film, that's a TV series.
Yeah, well, all right. Tomatoes, tomato. Go on.
True. So I don't know, like a Mortal Kombat film, you'd assume it's going to be one for the fans, right? But what they're probably going to do, because there's a budget and there's actors and it's a full movie release, they probably want it to appeal to new fans as well and bring new people to the franchise because Mortal Kombat is still going strong.
Yeah. Is there a new game coming out? I haven't heard anything about any game.
No, it's still heavily supported Mortal Kombat. There was a big update, well, like a few months ago. Like they're adding more to the roster. Yeah, it's not. It's very much an ongoing game, but they haven't announced another release yet, as far as I know. But they will do. They're always just gonna milk that game forever because it's been around for so long. But yeah, I don't know.
E3 prediction now. The one will be announced.
Maybe. Well, they'll probably go Injustice next, won't they? Because they always do. In recent years, they tend to go Mortal Kombat and Justice.
You're right, and I think that got announced last year at the DC Fandom.
Right.
Something tells me. I don't know if you remember, Brad. We did do an episode about. I'm pretty sure it did, didn't it?
Yeah, I remember Fandom.
Yeah, do you remember? We're getting another one this year.
Oh,
finally, yeah. We're going to get another really cool trailer of Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad, which will never come out.
Yeah. Sweet.
And maybe was thingy. Oh no, I guess it wasn't. All right, continue.
So look, my thoughts are that look, if it's one for the fans, I don't think it will be just for the fans because when I had a look at the reviews and saw it was quite low rated, I thought, oh, okay, they've missed the mark. It's probably not gonna hit right with the fans. It's not gonna hit right for the general audience, and they're just gonna not really appeal to either side. That's my guess, but I haven't seen it yet. So if you have seen it, I'd love to hear from anyone without spoilers about how it goes down. But I will be watching it and reviewing it after it's out here in the UK. But I don't know. Hollywood, it tends to. It's an interesting topic.
Holly weird. I like. Hey.
Oh yeah, it's done.
The jokes today are just way off.
That's when I should have played the Mortal Kombat
way under
music.
par than usual.
That's when
there has been some good film game adaptations, and I haven't seen them, but Sonic was received quite well, and Detective Pikachu was. But these are animated, and
what happened to the Monster Hunter one? Did that come out, and what happened to it?
Yeah, that come out, and it's just kind of been forgotten about.
Yeah, was it that bad?
Yeah,
people just don't talk about it. I've never even saw it got reviewed or even spoken about.
Yeah. Gone, mate.
No idea. Been and gone. Shit.
And Godzilla and King Kong. Does that count as a?
No, that doesn't count as a game because it was always a film before it was a game.
Sure. What was the game where you could fight as them both? Is it War of the Monsters?
Yeah, but the original Godzilla
War of the
came out in
Monsters.
like the 30s or something. It was this proper like it's not a game. It's not.
But there was a game based on the movie, and then this movie is based on the game.
There's games of King Kong, but that's not
Brad,
that
you're
one a
never
video
get
game.
through your new segment, mate. It's just them two arguing again.
This is like it's like a circle.
Yes. Well, you got this fucking idiot over here trying to say that Godzilla's a game. Fucking.
There's been a game of Godzilla, no?
Yeah, there's been a game. There's a fucking game of I don't know what
Barbie.
World War II. Doesn't mean that it was a game before it was a war.
We thought it'd be
World War II was
played
based off the game. It was based on Call of Duty.
World War II. This looks like a right fucking let's do this for real.
World War II, the game, it was thingy. So, it's just, you're wrong. And now I play this.
Well, there we go. Anyway, so my reservations for the film.
Well,
Brad, just so you know, mate, that didn't come out on the podcast.
I didn't think it did. I'll tell you what, I won't lie to you. It was just fucking noise, if I'm honest with you. So, yeah.
Brad, sorry, mate. Jesus.
Oh, people just saw me do a little bop.
Yeah, people that are watching the YouTube audio listeners, go to the YouTube and see that nonsense.
It's terrible.
Anyway,
let's not clip
Mortal Kombat.
Segment. Yeah. All right. So my reservations are that what is this film trying to achieve?
What is this film?
Because nowadays games are incredibly cinematic in themselves. Back in the day, they weren't. So the original Mortal Kombat movie was, in my eyes, an absolute hit. I loved it. We were talking about before recording the original one. It was so good. It was, you had these characters in the game that were very like two-dimensional platform fighter, and that was it. And then you got to see the characters on the big screen, and it was probably a shit storyline. I can remember it, but there was a good tournament in there. It was good to see the characters come to life. But nowadays we're in a different era, and there is so many cinematics in Mortal Kombat. I don't know if you played Mortal Kombat 10 or 11, but there's a full story mode. There's so much dialogue even between the fights. We're in a very different stage now, and you've got all the blood and gore in Mortal Kombat, obviously, because that's what it's about. You've got the story in there and the lore. There's another one they've got a very good writing team, and there's a lot of deep lore to Mortal Kombat. And
I remember watching a lore video about it, and it was just it was
really
pretty out there.
Sub-Zero wasn't really Sub-Zero,
so unnecessary.
and he killed someone's family, but that wasn't the real Sub-Zero because he's a good guy. This was someone pretending to be, and it was like, oh yeah, I'm out.
The only thing I remember is the man with the spikes and the chains. He'll go, "Get over here," and that's it. That's about as much I know of the game.
And there's someone
so I can't help.
What's the lore behind that phrase? Is there lore behind that?
He just lobs a spike into you and then pulls you towards himself.
No joke. I think they done like an Mortal Kombat TV series a few years ago, and it got cancelled. And in it, his dad used to say to him, "Get over here." I think that was kind of they tried to like kind of.
That is the law. See, I knew there'll be some law.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I didn't even know that myself. Brilliant. Brilliant.
We need to have a law section, a law segment.
Yeah.
Talk about law.
We need to have someone who just does law and he can dress up as like a wizard or something.
No, dress up as a lawyer with a briefcase.
Suit tie.
Yeah. So good, man. Yeah. That's good.
So, look, as a Mortal Kombat fan, I'm looking forward to the film, but I think the film's going to be fucking shit. Is kind of what I'm getting at. Because what do I want from it? The blood and gore, you get all that in the game. The story, you get all that in the game. And when you do a cinematic adaptation of it, I think it's just going to miss the mark nowadays. If it was 10 years ago, brilliant, but it's not. It's in an era where all that stuff is better in game. So I don't know. But yeah, to summarize, main character as well isn't a character from Mortal Kombat. It's actor, I don't know, Lewis Tan. I don't know if anyone knows. He starred in Irons First on Netflix show and is in Badlands. Made an appearance in Deadpool 2 as well as Shatterstar, whoever that was. But he's the main character. He's not, I don't know, yeah, I read it earlier. Yeah, he's the main character in the film. And there is, I've also read there's no tournament in the film. It's just a bit of everyone's a bit pissed off of each other, and Earthrealm have got to go and they fight the Outworld, and there's no actual tournament. That's what Mortal Kombat is all about. It's why it's called Mortal Kombat. It's a Mortal Kombat tournament. Yeah. It's a multi-realm tournament. So that's a bit disappointing, but we'll see. Plus, there's no Johnny Cage in the film, so I don't know how they're going to put humor into it, because he always brought the humor to the franchise. Because one thing Mortal Kombat has
so well known for his humor. Oh, Johnny Cage, ain't he?
He's a nutter, he is.
Johnny Cage. Running cages.
I really am the only one who plays Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I know RoboCop's in it now. You can play as RoboCop now, so that's pretty cool.
Is he in the film?
Terminator rocks up, Alien.
If he's
I'm
not
going
in
to
the
go
film,
full circle now. Is Godzilla in the movie?
Yeah.
This could be the best movie ever if they actually.
Yeah, if they added Godzilla and King Kong to the movie with Luke Cage. Is it Luke Cage? What was his name again?
Liu Kang.
Johnny Cage, all right.
Oh, Johnny Cage, yeah. Just did a merge there of
about
Cage.
You know what I think was a better Mortal Kombat film? Was a better film than Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
Big Trouble in Little China. That was a
that's
better
such a good film. That was a good film. That was
a good film. That was good.
That was good.
People with lightning and all that. So yeah, it's basically the same.
He's a truck driver, but he could defeat gods, and that's what I like about him.
And
I think the real
in there. She's there.
I think the real guy can do it in real life.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's a good film, mate. I might watch it later.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
What I was going to say is that the whole the launch of the film was kind of like a bit of a shambles in the UK, because everyone just assumed it was going to go onto Amazon Prime, so you could rent it on the same day as like the US, or the same day it went on to HBO Max, and then people was looking for it and it just weren't there, and it just there was no indication it was happening. People were saying that they thought it was going to wait until cinemas open, because they open this month now, don't they?
Yeah.
They're going to push it back to that.
I thought that was my fuck up, because I was like, I was expected to be out already, and then it wasn't. Yeah. But that was confusing.
I definitely wouldn't pay. I think it's 15 quid. I just wouldn't pay it. I don't think I'm not interested in that much to.
I wouldn't.
See it.
I wouldn't watch it if it was
free.
free.
Do you get to keep it?
To be fair.
No, I think that's
rent.
as well.
It is rental price. Yeah.
Fucking hell, 15 quid to rent something.
I know. It was never that much a Blockbuster.
No.
Oh, I've got to give it back.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Where do I return it? Where do I take it back to? Everywhere's shut.
The cloud.
Love it.
I don't know why they're so obsessed with live action. Do you not reckon it would be better if it was animated? Just given the nature of the fighting and stuff, they could go a lot further with it. A bit like obviously where. Did you feel like that holds it back? The fact that it is people doing flips and stuff, and there's so many flips they can do. I feel like they could get quite brutal with cartoons. I don't know. I just feel
it's
like
very CGI heavy, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing all the. Apparently, it's really gory. It's like not. It's not like there's a few fatalities that are a bit like someone's like it's pure. It's like a proper
skulls getting crushed.
You've got fucking Jigsaw rolling around on these little tricycles, being really gory.
Another thread try to tie in now. Oh fuck it.
It's supposed to be because it's supposed to be pure. I want to see that in live action, but CGI. I think fair play. But we'll see. It might be. I've got a feeling it's going to be a pile of shit, but I'll get something out of it because I love the franchise and I love the characters. So
you can let us know. if it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking pay 15 quid now.
And if people have seen it, if people in America or viewers have seen it by whatever means, I don't care. If you like it or if it is good, let us know in the comments.
So do I have to pay for an HBO Max, or is that just a streaming service?
Yeah. So
all right.
That's fucking bullshit.
Lucky beggars.
Yeah.
In fact, can someone
give me your details
and just
I was going differently.
Yeah.
Change the IP address, get their details, and then watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just put it on and film it on the phone and then send it to Brad. just watch it with really
so
tinny
much
audio.
data.
Yeah.
Okay, just film the fatalities. That's all I want. That's all anyone wants in it, really.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. There we go.
Blood.
Mortal Kombat done. Next.
Done.
Completed
Dropped it. He's done it. Dropped it.
Dropped.
Got the just for evidence. There you go. True fan. Still case. Mortal Kombat 10.
There it
There it
is.
is. You know you're a fan when you get the still case.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on Game Pass. Mortal Kombat 10. It was anyway.
Mortal Kombat 11. That was the last one. Mortal Kombat 11's out now, and that is on Game Pass. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah. Fucking brothers.
Oh,
Anyway.
Sorry, everyone.
Ashley, do you want to do your topic?
Yeah, mine's only short because we didn't actually get a lot of information, but mine is about Star Wars Fallen Order. The game where you don't use a lightsaber, you use a baseball bat because nothing gets cut in half. They're going to be doing a graphical update for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and they're also reportedly going to be fixing some. They put it really vague. It was down as I can't remember the exact terminology they used, but basically they was going to be fixing certain parts of the game, but they're not actually, like bugs and technical things, but they've not actually told anybody what they're going to be. So we don't know what that's going to be, but I don't think it's going to improve on the game that much. The graphics were shocking. I remember when I first played it, I thought my settings were wrong. They wasn't. It just turns out the graphics just wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of gameplay. Problem was I was watching gameplay on YouTube before I bought it, before it came out, and a lot of people was playing it on like PlayStation, on PC, and they were ramping the graphics up. So
yeah,
the story was all right, to be fair.
What I've played of it, which is on an hour, I thought, yeah, it looked all right for me. But then I was playing on the PS5.
Yeah, PS5 it looks good, and it also looks good on PS4 Pro. I think the problem was frame rates. I imagine you was playing on a normal PS4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that. It was
the frame rates would drop below 30, and they were uncapped as well. So on the PS5, it pushes it up to 60.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Again, I haven't played it since I got my PlayStation, and when I heard this that it was going to get a graphical update, I just waited. But yeah, I'll definitely chuck it back in and play it when it comes out.
I need to finish it, and I was very, very close to start playing it again yesterday. Then I spoke to Reese, and he was saying about the update, and I was like, "Oh, I'm glad I waited. Then I'll wait till this has gone through." But I thought they'd already done it. I thought they'd already done an update for the PS5. Obviously,
yeah, it was a patch for the 60 frames.
I think what would make it good and more appealing as well, like Ash said, like as a baseball bat, if they done something where you can select if you want it to cut people's arms off and that, you can do that. Like you can where the lightsaber is actually more of a acts like a lightsaber, not a bit of wood.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't get.
So
like,
you know, like when you're fighting like any animal or any stormtrooper, you'll hit them and they won't get cut. They might do on the finishing move, but on the first couple of moves, it's just like they get hit and they're like, oh, bloody hell, and then they come at you again. If the stormtroopers were that strong in the films, the Jedis never would have won, because if you get 5 of those bastards on you, it's a struggle. Whereas, you know, on like, if you take Force Unleashed, for example, that showed you how strong you're meant to be, and he was just cutting them to pieces left and right. I know that's a completely different game, and he was a full trained Jedi/Sith. You know, he was overpowered. That's why he was chosen by Darth Vader to be his apprentice. And this is somebody who's not even finished their Padawan training, but still, it does take away from a little bit. And the first couple of hours of that game is a bit of a grind. But anybody who hasn't played it, it's well worth it. Once you get halfway through the game, you start getting a bit more. It's more rewarding because you get better at button tapping and actually doing the combos and that, and you don't necessarily power up really. You just get better at the game, which I like that, because it just shows you're actually doing something, you're learning.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. It's always good. And you know the number 2's coming. So
yeah. Do you reckon that confirms number 2 for this year?
100%. I wouldn't say this year. I'd say next year. But I definitely think it's going to come about, because they're putting effort into this. They want to get people caught up to it, I reckon. So more people buy number 2.
Yeah, it's definitely coming. I agree with that.
It comes out on May the 4th, doesn't it? May the 4th. Did you get it? It's like May the 4th, but it's May the 4th. Do you get it?
Yep.
It's
Like
like May the.
that.
So what it is, it's May
Right, okay.
the 4th is
Yes.
from the Star Wars films. So
Right,
it's May the
okay.
4th, but they've done it as May the 4th. Do you get
Okay.
it? It's May the 4th.
So it's like the 4th.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the false.
That's it.
So,
You got it.
So in the film they say May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, that's it. It's in the film they say May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
But we've got the false.
Yeah.
And May the 4th.
Yeah, so May the 4th. It's out on May the 4th. That's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's it.
We're in.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Move on.
Google it.
Google it. We're doing it. Yeah, Star Wars Day is this week.
Tuesday,
Wednesday this week. So Tuesday. I think Xbox has got a sale going on with Star Wars games. Squadrons, Battlefront 2, etc.
Yeah,
so.
Do you hear the rumors about Mandalorian game being in development?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. That'd be good. Red Dead in space. I said this. This is what I need.
Yeah, this was the game actually pitched.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Star Wars game.
Yeah.
I want my your bike, your fucking scout bike thing. I want to be able to brush that as well to make sure that's clean. I want to get to a certain point in the game where I get a brush and I can brush it and make sure it's clean and happy.
No one wants to do that.
Yeah,
no one wants to do that.
Everybody wants to.
No one wants that. It's terrible. I imagine hopefully it's the Ubisoft one.
I don't think your Darth Sidious game's ever going to get made, Reese. Where you play as like Darth Sidious,
Yeah. People don't want to have fun apparently. Who want to play as Sith Lord? People want to brush fucking speeders apparently.
It'd just be him in like some sort of office doing like manipulation, like some sort of parliament.
Yeah.
It was the build up.
Now I'll move the funds to here. Yes.
Play Monopoly.
Blockade.
I can't believe how quick Star Wars Rocky Waiters was put off the menu.
Oh,
mate. That was a lot better than Reese's idea.
Thank you.
At least that had been fun.
Yeah.
Like you're breaking my balls here. It's an absolute joke. Unbelievable. For fuck's sake.
But yeah, that's pretty much it really. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to actually playing it again because I was when I heard this news, I was actually going to put it in and start playing it. I thought, well, there's no point. I might as well wait.
Yeah, I'm going to play again. I'm going to start from the beginning.
Upgrade, isn't it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
free upgrade.
Because of the trophies, because I kind of regret not trying to get the trophies because it's quite an easy platinum.
Are they easy?
It's easy. You just need to make sure you do the collectibles from the beginning bit. And what I don't like about the game, which I hope they either add in this patch or they definitely add in number 2, is fast travel. There's no fast travel in this. And though it's like a Metroidvania type game, a bit like Returnal, but there's fast travel. So if you do want to go back or you miss something, you can just go back. Where this, you kind of got to run around all the maze. It's a maze. It's annoying.
And sometimes there's only one way of getting there. Like you say, it's not like you get near the end and they unlock a shortcut what takes you back to the beginning. No, you've got to run through the entire level, jump over shit to get to it.
Yeah, exactly that. And I know it's the style of the game because they're trying to make it's a lot probably easier than a Demon Souls type game, but that's clearly what it was inspired by with the combat, making it quite difficult.
I still think that it's a weird concept. I still don't think it works very well myself. The fact you have
I quite like
those
it.
points where you have to meditate and then everybody comes back to life behind you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like that, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you play Demon Souls? Or Dark Souls?
I played what was the newest one that come out for the PlayStation 5? I played that a bit.
Sekiro?
Demon Souls.
Is that Demon Souls? Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, the remake.
Yeah.
Oh, what, last year? Yeah. Oh, you played it? Okay.
Yeah, I borrowed it. Yeah, I played that. It was very, very hard. That's what I will say. But yeah, it's all right. I didn't complete it.
I just want to look at it. It just looks fucking beautiful, but I don't want to play it.
It was beautiful. It's one of those games where it's so beautiful, but it hurts you so much.
I don't want to play it. I just want to look at it.
Yeah. Same as Returnal. It looks absolutely incredible, especially on the TV rather than on the stream. It's quite a thing to look at. It's punishing. Anyway, Brad Seeley, your topic?
No.
Not
today, mate.
Done.
Not today. Move on.
Done.
Move on.
Yeah.
No.
We're coming. No.
We're
not moving on. You got to do it.
Let's do the old Mass Effect. So Mass Effect comes out on the 14th of May.
May.
Is it May the 4th?
May the 4th be with you. No, it's not. It's definitely
no, it's the
May the
14th.
May the 14th.
May the 14th be with you.
14th.
The joke wasn't funny the first time. Let's not bring it back.
The
joke's gone. It's dead.
Yeah. So May the 14th. May the 4th. So yeah, I've just got like a little guide because obviously me and Ashley played it. We know what's going on. We're OGs. We're good.
Yeah,
we're good
we
at it. You know, we know. Garrus. You got Rex. You got
You got that bird who can't breathe. She's got really bad asthma. I always try to sleep with her. What's her name?
Tarly.
Yeah,
you got
cool.
Ashley.
She's
You
got
got
bad asthma.
you got who else? Jacob, who's in later on. You got I can't remember.
Caden. That's him.
Yeah, log him off. Yeah, so you got all these people. So we know, me and Ash know, but you don't, and other people might not know either. So I've just kind of got here like a little beginner bit, you know, so what classes you can have and what you can specialize in and what kind of route you're going to take to take the game on. I think I always just played as a soldier because I'm just basic and I like
basic bitch.
rifles. Yeah,
basic bitch.
I was, yeah. I'm pretty sure Ashley did as well. So
I did.
yeah.
No. To be fair, I played as the
sniper,
geezer. I played the geezer with the sniper. Yeah, sniper and handgun.
Infiltrator. Yeah. So
is it just guns or is it like swords? Is there one that can get in people's faces and like slice them up?
No.
There's no lightsabers.
Jesus.
You told me there was lightsabers.
No. This isn't. This is like.
When do you fight Godzilla with a lightsaber?
If you join the infantry now and take a sword, you're getting kicked out.
I'm going to be disappointed if that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit franchise.
As obviously people know, you can pick your pre-service history, your psychological profile, your military specialization, which is like what you're going to be able to use, and so on. And during the game, there's Paragon and Renegade. So depending what choices you make, you can either be a good guy or a bad guy. Or maybe somewhere in between things.
Okay. And does it actually make a difference?
It does, yeah. It gives you different prompts of what you could do. So if you're a bad guy,
you're a renegade. You have a little Native American friend and you have a big machine gun.
Yeah, renegade.
Okay. And it's a bit like Infamous. Do you remember Infamous where you could have the good or bad?
Yeah.
I feel like that was the best that was ever done in any game.
I've always played good. I'm always good.
I went bad with Infamous. Yeah, I went in bad. Yeah, it was so good. His powers were so good and bad. Honestly. Electrocuting people.
So first off, you can choose your gender. If you use default male, you're going to be John Shepherd. If you do default female, you're going to be Jane Shepherd. And obviously they've got the the models there, or you can do your own. Like there's a load of customization you can.
Yeah, you can change your first name as well.
Yeah, you can change your first name, but
you're always going to be referred to as
Shepherd. Yeah. That doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. I think I was called Brad, but it didn't make any difference. And I always use the default male shepherd because again,
can you change your genitals?
No, it's not like Cyberpunk where you can.
It wasn't as woke back then.
No, and Cyberpunk's just like bugs. You'd have genitals, and then so you'd be playing as a male character, and then all of a sudden you walk around with no trousers, you your knobs out,
it's flopping in the wind. Your character wants to be free. Society has changed, Brad. Society has changed.
This was a good game. I don't know what. Hopefully the remasters will be good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read out now what your backstory is. Your prehistory.
You can give us the lore of Mass Effect.
No, it's only short. No.
So basically, a spacer. If you're a spacer, both your parents really liked military, and you grew up and you spent time on ships. Never staying in one location. The spacer backstory is unique among the three. It's the only option where Shepard's parents are alive, allowing for interaction with the mother in Mass Effect 1 and 3. I've never done that because I never had that. I never played as a spacer. A colonist, where you grew up on the outskirts, obviously in one of the Earth's colonies. You can get a citadel. I remember me assignment if you choose that one. And Earthborn, you were raised an orphan on the streets of a great megatropolis covering Earth. You escaped life of petty crime and underworld gangs while listed in the Alliance military when you turned 18. And that one, you can get a mission on the Citadel, old friends, and 10 renegade points as well. So yeah, that's so like little effects, your backstory has. Then you've got your psychological profile. You can either have Soul Survivor, War Hero, or Ruthless. Obviously, Ruthless is going to go down the path of being a more renegade. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthlessness, efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. So that's the renegade. That's bloody renegade. You've got Soul Survivor.
I don't know what any of this means. You're just
Well, it's you get
talking.
your backstory. So if you want to be like a cold bastard, you're going to choose the Renegade.
okay.
Renegade
And what does that do in actual? What does it actually mean?
Unique UNC espionage probe dialogue, and you get 10. Unique UNC Major Kyle dialogue and 10 Renegade points. So you're going to get your Renegade.
All
points
these
there.
choices.
What
do
are renegade
actually make
points? I don't know what any
games.
of this is.
So renegade point is more to evil side, and paragon points are more to light side. So on your character, you'll have a gauge of how high you are. The higher you get in each category determines what sort of dialogue you can have. It unlocks dialogue. So say if you're really paragon, you'll be able to help a child if they fall over. If you're really low in renegade, you should be able to boot that kid in the face to get it out of your way.
But what do I get for booting a kid in the face? What do I get?
Nothing, just get a better
XP?
story.
It's just better. It's an RPG. It's just better. It's better dialogue.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
it's a bit like
some of them,
Cyberpunk with the
If you're
backstory.
like I
No,
said, if you're
because stuff happens in this one. The backstory on Cyberpunk, you picked it and then you just carried on playing the same game.
But it gives you dialogue choices, like as Cool Pro. I had dialogue
so
choices.
does this. Yeah. So if you're Paragon, you'll see like a grayed out. You can't use the Renegade response, where the Renegade response may have got you out of a situation.
Okay.
But you can't use that because.
So you can see the consequence of not being.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. There are actual consequences.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yeah. So the consequences. Yeah. So yeah.
Thanks, Bradmore, for chiming in there. Yeah.
You got Soul Survivor, like Warrior. I won't read into them anyway. And let's get on to what class you want to be. So it all depends what kind of class you want to be. So this is different to the first Mass Effect one, where you could only have the guns that you could use. So if you was an infiltrator, you could only use a sniper and a pistol. You couldn't then pick up an assault rifle and use that. In this, you can, but you can't become more proficient with them. So you can't level up the assault rifle. Okay, so this one might be. I don't know what player do you use in Destiny, Brad? What's the Warlock one? Is it called Warlock?
It is a Warlock indeed.
That's all.
What's the Warlock called?
Yeah,
it's called a Warlock.
So this might be for Brad. This is an adept.
A Mal Wizard. No, Mal Witch.
Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift and throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. So this is more like a mage, a mage in another RPG. So that's an adept role. So I don't know, Brad, if he uses the Warlock. Engineer, you can be engineers are tech specialists using the Omni tool. They can decrypt security systems, repair and modify tech equipment, destruct weapons.
Does anybody ever pick those classes, or the engineer or the tech guy? It's just I feel like that's the class that everybody never picks.
You can hack stuff. Like
you can overload stuff.
From a distance.
Yeah,
so all these roles are, they're applicable. You can use the role. So engineers can only use light armor and can only receive weapons and trainings with pistols. So obviously you can only use light armor. So you're gonna be further back. You're gonna send the others in. You're gonna be further back hacking. With your glass, and just be like, hack.
That was just sound from Brett Moore. I don't know what he said.
Yeah,
I just screamed yawn. It's like, you'd want to be like, I can't.
You want to be in the action.
Watching all the NPCs have the fun, and you're just beyond going on the fucking keyboard.
We're getting there. Okay, so next one, Infiltrator.
Fucking keyboard warrior.
Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are used to use trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can use pistols or sniper rifles and medium armor. So that one's getting a little bit more into the fray.
Get involved.
All right, a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, you got
Next.
This one, Sentinel. So Sentinels combine biotic and tech, typically use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, although they can also disrupt opponents with their biotic or tech attacks. They're more efficient at tech and biotics than any other class, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only use light armor and receive no advanced weapon training. So this one, you got no weapons training. You're just using tech and magic, basically. So
sounds interesting.
This sounds interesting, but I would never use that. This is the one. These last two are the ones I always went for. So you got soldier. Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers get to improved health, can train in the use of all weapons, start the ability to use media armor, and can specialize in heavy armor. So that was me. I was in it. I was in the thick of it. And then the last one, again, I used Vanguard. Vanguards are biotic
Ooh.
warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents. They are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor. So that one, I remember one of the biotic attacks was you literally jumped straight in, like you like walked over to where enemies were, and you just fucking like.
You say walked, as in you can teleport?
Yeah, kind of like that. You kind of
Sold.
Like
You kind of turn into like a blur. Yeah.
Yeah, you start at the back of a room, and where they're fighting was you just kind of go like, walk to it, and then just start using shotgun and messing them up. So that was
sounds like Outriders in our class, Trickster.
Yeah, so that's the beginning classes you can use. I'm going to say you can then all depends what one you have, what weapons you can upgrade.
Can you say I chose Vanguard from the list there? That's what I would go with. And I think, no, I actually prefer to be a soldier. Can I switch? Or am I stuck?
Nope, you're stuck, mate.
No.
That's it.
Stuck for the entire franchise.
No, when you do number one, when number two come out and three, they kind of said like, "This is you. You was a Vanguard. You was a soldier. Like, do you you still want to stay that?
Yeah,
and then you can change. But in the game,
are you still you? Or are you feeling a little bit different? Yeah,
and then they used to do as well. All the decisions you made in the game from one carried over to two. Okay. So there's some bits. There's like some characters, like big characters, can die in the first one. And then there will be repercussions in the following games. So, for the game, you're stuck.
So if you're bad, does that also the bad good ratio? Does that go over to the next game as well? Or that get reset?
I think it did actually. Yeah, if I can remember rightly, it carried over.
Okay.
Because I definitely remember Paragon and Renegade in the second and third game. So I think you can basically just be like, take everything I am in the first game and take it over, or you can just tweak it as a little bit.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's the classes. That's starter classes. So with that, obviously you get benefits. So if the soldier, you're going to have like more shields than someone who's just got light armor, who's like a sentinel. Not a sentinel, sorry, like an engineer at the back. Your shields ain't going to do it. And what I remember of the first game, your shields recharged was to do with your tech. So obviously if you are an engineer and you're tech based, you're going to have better shields because you guess where you're putting all your experience into it.
And I think if I remember correctly, that got really overpowered because your shields just didn't break. Once you got so far in the game and you kept putting all your points onto that, your shields were just invulnerable.
Yeah, and then you have shields if you're basically a soldier, but you're not. Yeah. They're not going to be as good as they are with an engineer. But
your armor's good.
But you've got heavy armor. Yeah. So there's different strategies to all kind of what kind of game. I just prefer to just jump in and start shooting. That was what that's what I want to do with the Vanguard as well. And then it's not like the first one isn't a cover shooter, but you can take cover to like I'd say that in the early bit of the game as well. Take cover, take it nice and slow, get used to it. And that's I can't really go.
Should you stress about the skill tree? Because I imagine it's going to be a really fucking big skill tree like all these RPGs. And I really stress about what points to put in at first. Is it a thing that you shouldn't stress about?
No,
because I get an anxiety about these things.
I don't think you should stress about it because whatever class you are, from what I can remember, it's pretty linear, especially in 2.
No, remember it was blocks, so it was like that, and then you blocked across. So once you've got so many in the shotgun, you could use the shotgun more efficiently and stuff like that.
It wasn't nowhere near.
You've got health and stuff.
Yeah, health. You got, and it wasn't nowhere near as bad as like when you open Cyberpunk and it's like 3 pages of it. You're like, Jesus Christ, what do I do?
Nowhere near it.
If you're a sentinel, you're just going to have ability like the biotic and engineer, so you're going to have hacking, and then in sentinel bit you might have throw, lift, shield, and then you can just it's a lot simpler to put it. So if you're using throw a lot, obviously you're going to be like, well, I'm going to put more into throw. It's easy to understand. I'd say no, it's not stressful at the beginning, because I remember when I opened up the skill tree for Cyberpunk, and I was like, I just don't know where to start. This is it's intimidating.
Same with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That was
that
crazy
one as well. Yeah,
that's a big one.
Was it? No, it wasn't actually that bad. Ghost of Tsushima one, was it? It's kind of like you in the end, by the end of the game, you unlocked everything anyway.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
But no, I wouldn't stress about it. I'd say take time to think what class you want to be, what kind of game you want to play. You know, whether you want to be.
Yeah, on the sound of things, I probably want to be Vanguard. I like the
Yeah.
thought of warping and teleporting, and then just
And
getting
you
people's
can- in
faces.
this game as well, you can still pick up an assault rifle and use it. You just won't be able to. You'll just be base. You can't up.
You just be
you
a
can't
basic bitch with it. You
Yeah,
just be
you
like,
can't update with it.
Yeah.
But then if you find, I'm pretty sure because when I used to play as the Vanguard, I used to use the assault rifle anyway because you just do, didn't you? So it's just. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Oh, maybe that was in
No.
2.
I was going to say
yeah.
you couldn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, maybe I think it was in 2, they kind of took that away and let you use all the guns, but still couldn't upgrade them. So,
yep.
yeah, I can't. So I just want to like go into spoilers and say, I remember this bit when this happened.
Yeah, we ain't got long now until we go into it.
So anyone who's new to it, yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Really
Well,
good game.
what are you going to go for, Breadmore? You're also new.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like Vanguard's the way to go. Sounds like the most fun. So probably that route.
Sure.
It is cool, like, if you do use like the abilities, like the biotic abilities, it is cool because you can like freeze like your enemies and they like there's like warp and where they all like float in, like you can like suspend gravity and they're all float in or they're stuck in like some sort of shield. So there are advantages to all of them.
Trickster definitely drew some inspiration from Mass Effect, I'd say. Then.
Yeah,
it's literally the Trickster role.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it sounds like Trickster.
Yeah, it's one of them. If no matter what class you pick, you can get really good at it. It's just some of them are a bit more of a struggle to begin with than others.
Yeah, I guess these games aren't going to develop a particular class to be not fun or really bad at disadvantage. So it's just
and normally the ones which are harder to start off with, they're the ones that end up being overpowered at the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to struggle with the timing because I've got Resident Evil Destiny season. Are you jumping in straight away? So it's 14th is out, yeah.
Yeah, 14th.
Well,
you need to get Resident Evil done.
Yeah.
In like a weekend.
Yeah.
Because the 11th is obviously when the new season starts for Destiny. You're not going to be playing anything other than Destiny that week. And then I guess from that Friday, Mass Effect's out. So yeah, you've got like 3 games within a week.
I need to book some time off work.
Yeah. Use your app. Bank it.
Yeah.
Anyway, while we're on the subject, I thought it would be a good segue before we go on to mine to do the Metacritic score for Mass Effect this week. And I'll go first, as obviously all you guys think I cheat. So I've got the previous scores, and wow, this franchise had some big scores. So Mass Effect 1 got 91. Mass Effect 2 got 96.
Yeah, boy.
96 is up there with like gaming. Like, there's not many games higher than that. And Mass Effect 3 got 93. So all in the 90s. It's which makes me kind of very excited because we're talking about big.
What did Andromeda get?
Oh, I don't think they want you to repeat that. We're under legal obligation never to mention the score. Don't think it even got into the 70s. So I don't know if it's going to be like Blueprint when they do their remasters and it just basically gets the same score pretty much, or it's going to be down because where it's not new. I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm going to go still high. I'm going to go with 90.
90, okay.
Yeah. Brad Seeley.
I'm going to say, I don't know, there's 2, and I don't know what to do.
Come back to you. Ash, do you know what you're going to say?
I'm going to say 93.
All right. And Brad Moore?
I've got mine.
You got it. I'm going to say
it. Brad, you go.
No, you go first.
He always likes to go last.
I'm going to go 91.
Oh, I'm going to go 91.
I was going to go 90.
I don't know. See, Brad would have a good idea, I think.
It's the game of higher and lower now because we're pretty much all... Yeah. You're going to go 89 or...
I'm going to have to go 89, yeah. My first initial thought was 89. It's like, it is a question of whether it stands
I was going to go for 89.
Test of time.
Yeah, it's
an old game and games have evolved and it has got some quality of life updates, but is it enough? It hasn't redesigned it from the engine upwards. It's not like it's not like the game is different. So 89.
Okay, yeah, man. I could see you winning that, to be fair.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Just because it doesn't look as good as I would hope, just because, and that's the one concern.
You take that back. It's a beautiful game. I love it.
No, it still looks like a very much. It is a PS4 game, of course,
You're
but
paying it. You're paying.
it looks like a
for-
PS4 game.
You're
It looks like a
paying for the
mid
story.
PS4
The
game.
story will get you through. It's
Yeah,
just-
no, I'm not going to play it. I'm excited.
Intense.
It doesn't look as good as I would hope.
I love it.
And the fact that all three games, these are big RPGs, are on one disc, makes me kind of a little bit concerned of how much is in it. I would like to be a bit more rezzed up, perhaps, but cool. I'll go on to my topic, which is Ratchet and Clank. So there was a state of play this week just for Ratchet and Clank. They gave about a 15-minute, 17-minute basically gameplay trailer. And obviously we know what Ratchet and Clank is. It's just more Ratchet and Clank. I know you guys are not very hot on the franchise and probably won't be playing the game. But for me, it was always the showcase for the PS5 of the tech of the SSD and the portals or the rifts, sorry, as they like to call them in this, is how quickly they load, is really, really impressive. And they announced that Rivet is the new protagonist. She's the female Lumbax in it. So she's finally got a name. And they just showed this amazing world. So it was like this, like a bit like Cyberpunk, really. It's like this futuristic world with all these cars going past, and they showed all ray tracing and stuff. And yeah, it's probably the prettiest game I've ever seen, just because of the amount that's going on. And I know it's not photorealistic; it's more cartoony on the spectrum of like graphics, but the ray tracing on the puddles and in Ratchet's eyes and the neon lights it's incredible. I've never seen anything like that, and it's quite amazing of how well they've done. Something like an incredible studio, and their games are really fun. I like obviously Spider-Man. I think Ratchet games are really good as well. So I can't wait to jump in. It kind of almost feels like Sony's got a real bargain when they bought something out, because I think they didn't pay that much for them, and the fact that they've got Ratchet and obviously Spider-Man, they're making those really, really paying off, especially with their two kind of big. Obviously, Returnal was in between, but for the PS5. But did anybody else see the state of play at all?
I did watch it, but I saw like Among Us and Subnautica Below Zero.
Yeah,
I think Below Zero, and then saw the Ratchet and Clank. But yeah, I'm not going in for Ratchet and Clank, so I did turn it off like after a little bit, because it's not my bag, man.
Yeah, fair enough. Although if you gave it a go, I reckon you would like it. It's generally just a fun game to play.
In about 3 years when it comes on the PlayStation Plus, I'll give it a go.
Sure.
And then they won't make a sequel, and they say it's people like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay fucking full
I'm part of the
price.
problem. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, it will get a sequel. People will buy it. It'll be popular, and it'll score high as well. I think that was the main thing with Days Gone, was the score. Because if it scored well but didn't sell well, that's what I imagine what Returnal will be. I reckon the sales on Returnal won't be that good for what Sony would want, but because it's reviewed so highly, it will likely get a sequel, and Housemarque will be able to make
Bloodborne was one of the most praised games of all, like the PS4 generation. I never got a sequel.
But you know who makes Bloodborne?
The people who make this game you're playing, that you keep getting killed at the same point.
No. For software makes Bloodborne. Okay. Say people that make Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Sekiro, and they're making Elden Ring. The next game is Elden Ring. It's a third party. It's not. It's not PlayStation. No, and Housemarque is not a PlayStation studio either. It's third party as well. So.
But Bloodborne was a PlayStation exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was published, and IP is owned by PlayStation, but the studio that made it is not owned by PlayStation. Same as Returnal. It's Housemarque that made it, so they don't control. So Housemarque can go off and make an Xbox game if they wanted to. Yeah. If they wish. So yeah, and this game will probably be on PC, I would guess, eventually. If it's not already, is it on PC already? It might be on PC. No, it's not. Is it? It's exclusive on PS5. Talking shit. Anyway, Well, have you seen it, Ash? I think you didn't watch the state of play either.
I didn't watch the state of play, no, but I have seen the footage of it, and it does look very, like you said, it does look very nice, and like the graphics and all that.
You're literally playing a Pixar movie. Like, it's incredible. Like it's just incredible. And the thing is as well, the state of plays are compressed into 1080p. Like, I'm just thinking, what is this going to look like in 4K on my TV with actual ray tracing HDR? It's such a pretty game, and they're generally fun. So yeah.
I mean, it does look really good, and it probably, like you say, if I did play it, I probably would enjoy it, but I ain't going to go out and buy it. You know what
That's
I mean?
how I feel. I feel a bit bad because it's like, I completely agree with Reese.
Yeah,
I'm sure if we play it, we'd love it, but I ain't gonna play it though.
No, it's weird. Do you reckon the story's important? Do you reckon you'd have to play the others to know what's going on?
No. They said at the beginning it's standalone, and generally with these types of games, they kind of just, the story's good, you'll enjoy it, but it's just kind of like watching a film.
Yeah.
You watch the movie and then you go on. It's just about enjoying the gameplay. It's more what I think Ratchet games are about, to be fair. But it looks great.
I think it's going to be one of these that give it a couple of months. I think the price will go down. I might pick it up then.
Yeah, it'll be in the sale probably near Christmas and stuff.
Yeah.
Once we get towards like Horizon and God of War coming, I'm sure Ratchet will be. But for the first big game, and I'm not taking anything away from Returnal or Demon Souls, as like the big games that are coming out, and this is the first one that's really caught my eye straight away that I really want to play. Oh, of course, Miles is PS4. With the SSD as well, I wanted to talk about with the rift. So I thought when it rifts apart, I don't know if you've seen all this in the trailers where you go through the rift and it loads into I thought that was just a small little area. That's a complete planet and map that you can explore, and it loads it instantly. It kind of shows like obviously why it's just on PS5 and the power of the SSD, and they're doing some really cool things with the controller as well, with like similar to Returnal with the alt thing, with the alt shot, where they're using the back triggers as almost two buttons. So there's almost like a half press as a button, and then the full press does something different. So like you press it halfway through, you feel a bit of tension, and that's almost like an aim. And then when you put it down fully, it does like a bit more of a bigger explosion or whatever. So the integration with the controller is quite impressive as well. So
cool. It's good that people are using it. The haptic feedback and the triggers.
It sounds so stupid when you say, because it's like, how cool is that? But when you feel it, obviously we all got PS5s, when you feel it, especially with Astrobot for the first time, and now playing Returnal, it's like the first game that I've really noticed it, and standing there with the rain, and you can feel the little patterns of rain hitting you, and you can feel it under the controller, and it's just like, I know it sounds stupid, but it feels like, wow, this is really immersive. Like, this is incredible.
Controller surpassed expectations without doubt.
You can't describe it, can you? Either it must be so horrible for marketing to try and describe how it feels, because you got to feel it.
I tell what they do use that controller a lot for shooting games, even older shooting games. They still use the trigger with like the snap effect. Because I played Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation 4 and I borrowed it. And I recently bought it on the store because I think it's only like 16 quid. And that caught me off guard, that those triggers the trigger still has that snap effect even on older games like that. So they're still putting it in games.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, no, it's really good that some of the games or some of the developers have gone back to add it as well. I thought it was really good. I know you guys didn't play much, but I thought Control and the use of the controller was really good in that with the different guns. There's some games where I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked in FIFA very well. You basically used the R2's basically run in FIFA, and so when your player got tired, like the stamina was low, you would feel the tension. But when you passed to another player that had full stamina, it obviously got completely released. It was a really weird jerking gameplay thing. You got used to it, but it was quite off-putting at first.
I like something about that. To cut you off. It was a switching between players, because you'd even hear it. You'd hear like clunk, clunk, clunking your controller where you're passing the ball around. And you'd hear the mechanics in your controller going, right, he's fucked, he's not, he's fucked, he's not. But I do actually like the feeling of running and feeling the strain and knowing, shit, I should probably sub this guy off. He's completely fucking knackered and I'm getting arthritis. But I liked that, but it was the switching between didn't quite work.
It was the release of the tension to having I thought that was just a little bit I don't know. It took you out of the game. It broke the immersion rather than add to it. And I feel like the point of the control is to add to immersion rather than take you out, where it constantly reminded me that I'm playing a game. But there's another game that I didn't like it in either, where it kind of made the game a little bit harder because you had to be quite quick. I can't remember what game it is now, but there's a few games where it's kind of like, it works in some and some it doesn't. What's your mindset on Destiny? Would you like it to be added to Destiny, or are you kind of done a
No, I would, all the different gun archetypes would be amazing. I'd love to hear like a rattle on an SMG and a snap on a hand cannon. Absolutely, I'd love to see it in Destiny, but I feel like I don't know if they're going to do it because they've got so many other platforms to think about. They're going to really. PS4 is their biggest audience though, of PS5, PlayStation. So maybe. But I would like it. Yeah, would you?
Yes. It depends on how it's done. Do you know what I mean? You don't mess with it if it's not broken, if you know what I mean. So I wouldn't want them to add it, and then it's just like, shotguns are really now annoying to play with. Like we kind of tap like the boss in like the latest raid with 2 shotguns, and if shotguns are now a bit of a bomb burst and you get a couple less shots in.
I'll tell you what, I fixed PvP problems. Those fucking shotgun apes jumping around. And that would be a great nerf.
Yeah, it's such small margins and so much with Destiny, especially with like the PvP stuff. Stuff. So I don't know. That maybe shouldn't mess with it, especially when you've got people on keyboards. They're fucking PC dorks. Might get an advantage.
Yeah.
Can't stand them. Can't fucking joking. No, well, that's all I've got to say. All I can also say is their next game, which will be Spider-Man 2. I can't imagine what that's going to look like. Not being held back by the PS4. It's going to look incredible. Bring on the black suit. Bring on Venom. That's what I want. Let's do it. Symbiote suit. My favorite Spider-Man suit. So
looking forward to it.
I can't wait. They teased it.
I'm looking forward to playing Miles Morales, if I'm honest with you. So
I want to play that.
Yeah, they teased the symbiote stuff at the end of that as well.
I can't wait.
Spoiler.
Can't wait.
I should probably play a Spider-Man game, shouldn't I? I've heard they're pretty good.
They're
incredible.
Yeah.
The first one's been remastered. You can buy them both as a package.
Yeah. You could say they're amazing. You could get it.
Spectacular.
Because it's amazing. It's amazing.
The amazing was the Spider-Man.
So it's amazing.
The games are amazing.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
you're describing the game with the name of the start of the film.
May the 4th.
Well, the film, comics as well.
Superior.
Reece, you're out of this conversation, right, mate? You just that's not about it.
That was a comic.
We just.
It was a better comic as well. Doc Ock was Peter Parker. Spoiler.
Nice.
Was it better though?
It was. It was good.
Was it?
Spectacular? Is that another one? Ultimate?
Was it?
How many can we
name?
We
don't talk about Ultimate Spider-Man around these parts, mate.
No.
Don't like the old Ultimate Universe. It's a bit
weird, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Ultimately, shit.
The artwork's quite cool with the fucking big eyes.
Yeah.
Bat eyes. Don't know where this conversation's gone.
Should we move
Derailed.
Should we move it on to Brad's segment, and this segment is called This Day in Gaming. Right, get ready to guess. Okay, so at the minute it's 2 apiece. It's 2 apiece.
No, it's not.
It's
not.
It's 2
I'm not fucking. I'm not playing.
We've done this.
Grab the bit of paper, mate. Grab the bit of paper. What does it say on the bit of paper, mate? 2 apiece.
At the minute, the paper is still.
The paper is official, so whatever the paper says, I'm going by.
Let me get my Sharpie. So it's 2. I'm saying it's 2 apiece. It's saying it's 2 apiece, mate.
2 apiece.
2 apiece. That one. So
paper doesn't lie, mate.
No,
don't lie.
That's a Sharpie, mate. You can't get rid of that. You can't rub that out, can you?
That's permanent. That's permanent.
So,
other markers are available.
I'll do this quickly because I've got a feeling that my girlfriend's going to come home and then won't be able to hear nothing because dogs can go mad. So we'll do this. We'll get this one done. Okay, so this game was released on the 3rd of May, 2002. Okay. It was a new IP. Okay. The main protagonist is a side character from another very well-known series.
Ooh, it's good clue. Don't know where it is though.
It was released on the GameCube.
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh,
he's got it.
Yeah.
Good game.
So
now he's on 2. He's on 2 now.
He's on 3.
So some of the other ones.
On 3.
So here's my other clues. He has a famous brother.
Well done.
He's Italian. And he likes green.
Brother.
So,
I probably would have got it then.
Yeah. His name is Luigi.
Got it.
Mario's Mansion.
Mario.
Luigi's Mansion was released on the 3rd of May 2002 on the GameCube in the UK. I think it came out a little bit earlier in Japan. It scored a 78 on Metacritic, and I've got a little synopsis here of what the game is. So the game sees players taking the role of Luigi, who must explore a haunted hotel, incorporating different themes on each floor, and rescue his friends from the ghosts that inhabit it after the group is tricked into visiting it for a vacation by King Boo. I've never played it. Not played any of them, but I know Ashley's played. I know Ashley's.
I ain't played any of
I'm
them
not
either.
a massive fan of Mario games, funny enough. But
Can we
I've
talk
played
about
all
the
these.
scores though? More importantly, like
Yeah.
why is it 2-2?
It's 3-2.
So what it is, 3 for Brad, 2 for
Brad.
Ash, and 2 for
But I've
me.
earned my 2.
He's
So
on
do
his
I get
2.
3 as well?
No, so I think
Yeah,
He's on his 3.
I think
So
it's
he's the first one he's got. I don't remember
No,
getting
tell
another
you
one.
Because what
Poor
happened?
Brad.
What happened
There he is
is
trying really hard
yeah.
to get his scores, and you're
happened?
digging him out.
Yeah, because
1 week you all knew what it was. You all knew his day's gone. So it was only fair that we made it.
I should have been more annoyed because I said it first, and then he said it afterwards.
Exactly. You don't see Ashley creating. Don't see Ashley because he's a team player.
Okay. So
Right.
going off that theory that we all got it, why didn't I get an extra point?
You did.
I didn't. I was on 2
You
already.
You was on 2 already. No, you was on 2.
Yeah.
Ashley,
So put me on 3. Put me on 3.
So Brad shouted it out. No, look,
This is
it's three-
cheated.
it's
Listen,
3, 2, and 2.
Yeah,
Okay?
done.
You know, that was fair. You could have got that one in Reese. You would have been in the lead, but you're just too slow. You just didn't get it.
Let's face it.
Broken system. I'm
Okay,
out.
so yeah, like I was saying before Reese started
Rudely
huffing,
interrupted.
you played it, Ash. You liked it, didn't you?
I loved it. Love it.
Yeah, and you
I
said
like the
you
way
want-
you could clean everything. You could
Yeah.
hoover all the carpet, make it
Yeah.
really nice and clean.
So it's like a cleaning simulator then.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
And there are ghosts in it.
Yeah. I had a sequel.
Game never
so
appealed to me.
the sequel was released on the 3DS in October 2018. No, sorry, the sequel was released in March 2013 on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Then they ported number 1 onto the 3DS in October 2018, and Luigi's Mansion 3 was released on the Switch in 2019.
And that is one of the best Switch games you can get.
Yeah, I've heard this going to be
That's
good.
a fact.
Yeah, good reviews. But yeah,
They all
is
get good
this-
reviews on Nintendo games, don't they, to be fair?
Yeah, that's this week's This Day in Gaming. Well done,
There
Brad.
was a little,
for
thank
correctly
Well done, Brad.
guessing.
Well done,
Thank
Brad.
you.
Yeah,
Well
thanks
done,
for
Brad.
getting his first one.
There was a little
Legit first one.
there was a little Easter egg on Luigi's Mansion. I don't know
On
if anyone else
3,
done
but
it.
got 1. Like,
You
can't add up.
there was
Sorry,
a
mate, just ignore him. Carry
Yeah,
on.
no,
this
it's
is-
nice.
yeah,
Yeah, there was this great moment on Luigi's Mansion. I think it was on the 3rd level. You could go into there was like a secret closet that you'd go into, and you'd just hear the Hoover going, and you just couldn't see what was happening, but you could just hear Luigi going, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think
If you didn't know, Brad's
they
job is doing sound effects for Luigi.
come out with a box of tissues.
Yeah. Done. Come out with a smile on his face.
Yeah, big
with
grin.
fucking 3 points they didn't earn as well.
Oh, there we go. He's still banging on about it.
Oh, what a sore
okay.
loser!
I
What a
did
sore
see
loser! Never
where
seen
you
it.
could buy it.
Best at Destiny, best at guessing games. That's
Yeah.
it. It's Brad, that's our Brad. That's what
Yeah.
he does.
Big
I
through and
couldn't.
through.
I did see if you could download them on the store. I couldn't really see anywhere that you can. Every time I tried to download, I tried to type in Luigi's Mansion where to buy on the store. It just took me to like physical copies on like eBay and Amazon.
Sure.
But yeah, you can get it for around about £30. The actual.
You're talking about the original version? There
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
be no
original
digital.
one, yeah.
There was no
The original.
GameCube store, was there?
No, so yeah, that one. But I didn't know if they're porting it. So I didn't know if they're
That's
porting
why.
it to like. Oh, all right, dickhead. Here we go. They
We're
bought it out
trying
on
to
the free. They
find a
bought it out
digital
on the
copy
free.
of a
They bought
PS1
it
game and
out
couldn't find
on-
it.
They bought it out.
There
They
wasn't
bought
a
it
digital
out,
store.
They bought it out. They
Keep going,
bought it
Brad.
out.
Keep going, mate.
They bought it out on the 3DS, and there's a 3DS store, wasn't there? Yes, there was. You cunt. Okay.
Wow, escalated.
Right.
Can you update my name, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Big
will
prick.
do. Yeah.
Cunt-
Fucking that's
cunt
happening
chops.
right now. Yeah.
Let's get that on there. And
Right.
and borderline point deductions. I don't know. I'm just.
I
putting it
think
out there.
yeah, thank you. That's a
put
good
it out
idea. 1, 2, 3.
I'm out of the
In a row.
competition at this point.
You're-
There's no
well,
point.
I mean,
Actually, you know what? Reese is getting Doxon points, so it's now 3, 2, and 0. There you go.
Fair approach.
Yeah.
I think so.
There's nothing fair about this system.
There you go.
Corrupt.
But,
Dictators.
that's my.
Love
segment.
you.
That's my segment.
Nice.
Good segment.
Good
Yes,
segment.
good, mate.
Terrible segment. Should
Enjoy
be
that.
cancelled. I'm going to cancel it. I actually cut it from the editing. In fact, it
He's just
didn't
gonna
happen.
redub it. Oh, and Reese got it right this
Yeah.
week.
I didn't think of that, but I might do that. It just
Yeah, but
got me
guess what?
later and just.
You guess what? You haven't got the paper.
Paper don't lie, mate.
We've said this.
Yeah.
Paper don't
What's
lie.
that? What's that sound there, Brad?
I can't read it. It says, I think it says hunt.
Hold it up to the camera.
Nah, it's, Mrs. Hunt on that one.
Why is he such big writing?
I was very annoyed. I'm very annoyed. I'm going to
I'm
write on
being
the wall.
calmed out this, and you're the one that's annoyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because you go,
backward system.
They want a GameCube. They want a GameCube store. They want a GameCube store.
Facts, mate. Sorry. Facts and no feelings. What we've been playing this week, has anybody been playing anything? Brad Moore, you played anything?
Not really, not much. I've jumped back on Minecraft for a little bit. I'm trying to finish up the season on Destiny, so I've got my last lot of challenges, getting prepared for the raid's coming out 22nd of May. Tune in, we'll be live on Twitch competing for world's first. We will fucking not get anywhere near, but still come along for the ride.
Yep.
I'm going to
join
join
your
that. I'm going to
Twitch?
do
What's
that,
your
and I'm
Twitch
just going to
channel?
call Reese a helmet like I was the other day when he was streaming Returnal.
I'll stream it as well. Reese118.
Yeah.
Don't watch that one. Watch
what's
Love Shacks.
Love Shacks.
Shacks.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, Love Shacks.
Well, then you
He's
can't
really good
comment
at
on me.
guessing
So
games.
No, I'll still put in the
losing.
chat. Reese is a helmet.
Yeah. If you want to see
So
someone,
you're going to be in Brad's chat bitching about me. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have half my viewers now, from 1 to 0. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
tell
take
you what
my
I did-
audience.
I told you to play this week. I downloaded some of the Resident Evil 7 additional content, and I played a fucking horrible game of poker where if I got a hand wrong, I got a finger chopped off.
Oh.
Anyone else done that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mad,
Yeah, it's
isn't
called
it?
This Day in
That's good,
Gaming. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That game.
It was pretty terrifying. That was it from. That's it from me.
Oh, well, there
I'll
you go.
do a little
You lost a
segue
finger.
here then. I'll do a little segue.
Okay.
I don't know how that denotes a segue. My hand segue. I've gone back to Resident Evil 2. So yeah, last time I played it was the 9th of January. Booted it up. I was like, right, let's have a go, and I've been playing that. Yeah,
Nice.
and at the minute it's all right. I've just got to a bit where I'm in a car park in a police station, and met some woman who's the FBI woman. She's an FBI woman there, and I was
Cool.
talking to some bloke. He's in a prison cell, and I was like, you know what, that's a pretty safe place to be. He's behind some metal
Yeah.
bars. Zombies
Yeah.
can't get him. I was like, that seems like a safe place to be. And then I
Awesome.
just hear doom, 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 and a leathered hand comes through the wall and pops his head like
Yeah.
something, it looks like something Omni-Man would do. Just popped it. And I was
it's not
like, well,
ideal.
he's. And then I know who that is. That's the geezer in the hat. And I'm like, well, great. Now I'm going to have this bloke chase me around. And it's kind of putting me off. It's scaring me. Don't know how much longer I'll be playing it. So,
No, it's horrible.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. Well, you shouldn't say that. She'd be like, no,
Yeah,
you don't
it's-
really notice it. It's something like that.
No, you do.
It's horrible. No, it's terrifying. It's
You do
absolutely
notice
terrifying,
it.
that one. I've seen a couple of lickers.
Knickers?
Put one on liquors. Yeah.
What, in
put
real
on
life?
Instagram.
Who you been peeping at?
Nickers.
They're like, do you know what a liquor? Did you see my Instagram post? You would have seen what a liquor look like.
They've
No.
got exposed brains, which
Yeah,
you think
exposed
would help
brains,
kill them. Definitely doesn't.
Well, you know what I
Definitely
found? 4 shotguns to the torso or
For the
head.
cranium,
Yeah, does them. They're dead
Yeah,
then. I'm like, yeah,
dead,
guess
mate.
what?
You want to get
Yeah.
the rocket launcher,
And then what I also been
grenade
doing
launcher.
is you're walking around and you see a safe and you're like, oh, I know there's going to be clues around here somewhere for this safe combo. Yeah,
I know you've
there
done.
is.
I know
What
you
I've
cheeky
done,
bastard. No, you
I
don't.
just go on Google it, get the safe code. I'm in. So that's
That can break the game sometimes because you're not meant to get that stuff till later on.
Well, I've got an extended mag and
Yeah,
a muzzle
that's-
break for my
you should-
handgun.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have either of those.
You're
things,
winning.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cheating.
Yeah, there you go. That's
See,
it, yeah.
cheating in real life, cheating in the game.
Oh,
What's that mean?
I did
Nicole's
feel-
coming home.
I did feel there was one bit though I saw on a whiteboard. It had locker and it had cap. So when I got to the locker room, there was a padlock.
You
cap
put
in,
in 1,
opened
2,
it.
3, 4. Didn't
So
work.
that was it. And when you find a little portable safe, I did try and cheat on that, but it's random
can't.
for every
Yeah,
character.
it's random. Yeah, you
so I
fucking
had to
idiot.
work it out myself. And I was
That's
like,
not
oh,
hard. It's just
I was like,
remembering the
alright,
sequence.
I'll work it out myself, shall I? 1, okay, 1, 4, 1, 4, 6. Yeah, I've done it, obviously. Safe cracker, but yeah. So actually, I'm enjoying it. I know
It's
I
really
kept
good.
telling me to go back to it.
Yeah.
And
And if
yeah.
you're enjoying Planet as Leon, you'll enjoy Planet even more as Claire.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
So
cool.
made
I
you play
wanna
through
know,
twice. Damn.
where do you get the other key, the keyboard key?
You know those things you find, those bloop, 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 bloop,
Yeah,
the things
oh,
you were just talking about,
yeah.
they're always in them.
Oh, so I've got one of them. Okay,
Eventually,
so the
you'll
other one.
find the other one, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
look out
cool.
for those little bloop, bloop, bloop,
Yeah.
bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh, I've got a.
Oh, there's a hand.
There's a hat. Oh my god! It's a ghost. I'm being haunted.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
That's what happened on Resident Evil when that geezer went through the door.
That's what happened. That's Mr. X just smashing through a wall. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Really enjoying it. So
nice. It's good to hear that you actually playing the game.
Oh, yeah,
Ash, have you played anything this week?
No, apart from the pum pum, I haven't been playing with anything. My friend, no, I haven't played anything. I did download not Resident Evil. What's it called?
Fuck's sake. Play something different.
I did download Red Dead, and but I didn't end up playing it. I just downloaded it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm afraid not, my friend.
Yeah.
Did you do the other Resident Evil demo?
Oh, I done that. Yeah, it's good.
Did you get chased by a lady Demiscu? You didn't. You don't, do you? You see her, but
Check
she
out
walks
her
out of
bum.
a room, did she?
Yeah, she walks out. Yeah. I checked out her bum.
That's terrifying now because you can't even see a hand this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Your dog.
Yes.
I played it. It's brilliant. But yeah, didn't see Lady Dimitrescu follow me or anything.
I did see a bit where you got attacked by her daughters.
Yeah,
a swarm of flies and that. Yeah.
I've never been so scared and turned on at the same time in my life. That's a lie. I have.
Jesus.
Fuck it now. Laid in the pool of his own piss as well.
Yeah.
With an erection. Wow. It's happened again, Mum.
I think on that note, we'll move on. I think, yeah.
Damn.
What have you been playing, Reese? Oh, you saying Avengers?
Yeah, briefly. I only got those 2 trophies. I played a little bit last night. I played a few things.
Playing, haven't you?
Huh?
Last person playing that now, haven't you?
Yeah, last man standing.
I am the last man
You're
standing.
the only person to have got a platinum trophy on that. Like when it happens, like when you look at the percentages, it's like 0.0.
They send him a letter, say thank you.
Yeah.
It would definitely be a 0.01. It's like only the fucking developers have actually bothered to see that through.
No, it's definitely higher than that. I don't know what it is, but I've played Nier Automata this week.
He can
finished
when he's winding you up, he goes and when you wind him up, it's like,
actually, you're wrong.
A lot more than that. Okay?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, only because the percentage are not numbers, mate. If it was numbers,
you dummy. I have no comeback to that.
True.
But I played Nier Automata. I've done all 3 endings. Done all 3 playthroughs. It's actually really, really good. The playthroughs are nowhere near as bad as originally thought because they get shorter and shorter, like I said last week. And then when you play as different characters as well, so the first playthrough you're playing as 2B, and then the next one you play as her like companion, 9S, and he's a hacker. And it's a lot more.
10. When did you play as him?
Never.
Oh,
he's indestructible.
He's indestructible. Yeah. That's it.
Fucking hate all you people. And because he's a hacker, you get to see different perspective of everything and how he sees. And there's he adds lore and backstories to each character you fight in, and it's actually I don't know. It's very deep and quite sad. Actually,
does he spell his hacker name with an X? Because that's when you know they're serious. So we all know.
XXXX. Yeah.
XNXX.
Yep.
It's the Moon Man. It's the Moon. Is this the game with the Moon Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is the sequel. This is the other one with all the androids and the machines. And then I've done it all with him. And then you go ahead, so you actually get the real ending, and you play as 9S again. And in my version, I guess it's not spoiler because it's my version. It's all different endings. 2B dies, and you play as A2, who's another android. And it's a bit like in Last of Us 1, where you have that scene where you're playing as Joel and Ellie, and you're doing the same mission, but you're cutting in between in the snow. You do that with 9S and A2. You're doing like the same mission, but from different angles, and you cut in between on like the same day, and you finally meet. And you're basically, I don't really want to spoil it. You should play it. The story's incredible.
I've got a question. Is this game partly sponsored by Samsung? Because their names, they sound awfully like similar to Samsung like phone names, like S9 or 9S. It's A2. I'm pretty sure there's a Samsung A2. It's very.
Maybe, I never thought of that.
They're always talking on mobiles.
Yeah. So I've got a phone calling in my Galaxy S21. Right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Moomins. Yeah. I know. Yeah, Moomins. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, maybe it's the other way around. I think I think this came out before Samsung's names and shit. So
Godzilla again.
No. So they copied them.
Yep.
bastards.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say I'd play it, but I never will. It's on Game Pass. It was on Game Pass.
I wouldn't play it on Xbox One. I would play it on PS5 or Series X. You want it on 60 frames because of the fast combat. It's currently on sale. We're going on PS4 sale. Not PS4 sale. Store, £17.50 for the Ultimate Edition. It's a bargain. It's up there with my top 5 games of all time now. It's incredible. The storytelling from different angles, and you could only ever do it in gaming. Like this type of storytelling wouldn't work in film, TV, because you're playing it through 3 times, but different, if that makes sense. And then you go ahead, and the story is quite very profound and very deep. You wouldn't think from a game that it is. It's it's all about connection and machines and robots and stuff in the future. But good. But played a little bit of Returnal since it came out on Friday. It is fucking hard. I've been streaming it. I will play a bit more, and I'll talk probably a little bit more next week. I'm making my topic once I've played a little bit and hopefully I'll get past that first boss. I watched another stream, and I've learned a few more things about the game, which might make it a little bit easier. So I should be able to be the boss, because I keep going in a bit stupid. I feel like you need a parasite and a mod and have full health before you go into the boss, and a decent gun. But I keep going in there with no parasite, no mod, half the health, and then I'm still getting to the 3rd phase.
I've been watching it, people. I've been watching you stream, and I won't lie to you, pathetic. So
who, me?
Yeah, pathetic, mate. That is.
I keep missing your stream. I keep seeing the Instagram post, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'll have a look, and then it's like, oh, it's 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I will talk more about that next week. I re-downloaded Horizon, and I decided to put it on easy mode just because I want to get the trophies, because I really want the platinum for that. I feel like it was on my backlog of things I want to platinum for, and that's one of them. So I thought, you know what? When I downloaded it, the reason why I struggled is because I kept dying. I was like, why am I playing this on normal? Just put it on easy. I'm only doing it for the trophies anyway. So I re-downloaded that, did it for the trophies. Got a few. I'll need to continue doing that. The only other thing I played this week was Genshin Impact. Once again, I played that for.
Played a lot. Every time I think, he's done now. He's done with saying what he's playing, and he just keep going.
No. I try to play every evening.
You work.
You are not a part-time player.
You're not. Yeah, to be fair, mate, you're out of the game because you're not a part-time. You're full-time.
Well, I have a full-time job. I also do a psychology course, and I also play all these games. So I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? Washing your underwear.
I work till about like 9 o'clock at night, and then by then I'm like, you know what, I just don't want to.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah,
but there was a PS5 upgrade this week, and I just waited to see what it looks like, and it looks pretty.
What's this? What is
Genshin Impact? It's like the Zelda Breath of the Wild clone.
Yeah.
It's good. The load screens are gone. Like you used to, because it's all about a bit like Zelda Breath of the Wild, where it's all about exploration and exploring and stuff. But the annoying thing about the game was they gave you a stamina bar. So whenever you run, it went down, and especially at the beginning, it was quite short. So for an open world map, and you can't run half the time, you've got to walk. It was a bit of a pain. So it's all about fast traveling, opening the fast travel points. And it's just instant. You literally click on a thing, you're instant to other place. So
Have you put much money into that game?
I've put 0. It's another thing that really impresses me is how generous that game is. It's massive. Right. I've not even unlocked, I think I've unlocked 32% of the map. It just expands. There's been about 4 or 5 expansions. I've not even finished the base game. And I put loads of hours into it. It's it's free. It looks great. I would recommend giving it a go if you like Zelda.
No.
If they changed the name, it had Legend of Zelda at the beginning, it would be the biggest game in the world, because it's generally, in many ways, better than Breath of the Wild in a lot of things. Like they've learned, clearly they've copied it, but because it's on PS5 and it's like bigger, better consoles, or more powerful consoles, I should say. And they've learned a lot from it. They've taken a lot from it and improved, and it's completely free. So if you're a Zelda fan and you haven't played it, download it.
Give it a go. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
just those 7 games.
Yeah. I was going to bring out another one, but I thought better not. Move on.
Okay, then that's it. Then that's it for this week's episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching,
listening, watching, whatever you prefer. Like
Yep.
we said at the top of the show, we release every Monday. So yeah, wherever you get your podcast, if you subscribe, you won't miss an episode. It will just like automatically download into your feed. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Podbean,
It's a little bit quiet,
Spotify,
mate. Just talk more into the mic.
Spotify, all the main podcast platforms we're on.
Yeah.
So yeah, wherever you get them, subscribe, download into your feed so you don't miss an episode, because they're bloody good. We're not biased. What we're saying, we're entertaining.
A little bit.
Yeah. Follow us on our
Corrupt
social
like
media
your fucking
accounts.
segment.
Social media. So we've got Instagram and Twitter is at PTPlayerspod. Facebook is the Parts on Players podcast. Follow us on there, comment on our posts, and if you want to get in touch, you can DM us. There's also got a Gmail account, which is ptplayerspod@gmail.com. If you're kicking it old school and email us, any of them. And one thing we would like to ask is please give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I know Apple Podcasts, you can do it in app. Nice little review. It will help us climb. And we just like seeing it. So
and the new show as well, which will be posting tomorrow as you're listening. If you're listening to this on Monday, we posted on Tuesday. So please support the new show. It'll be on YouTube, like I said at the beginning of the show, and also on Apple Podcasts. So all the Ghost is back.
The Ghost is back.
So yeah, next week I'm sure we'll be doing Resident Evil early impressions from both Ash and Brad Moore. I'll be talking Returnal, and Bredders will who gives a fuck, I suppose. So yeah,
Awesome.
until next week. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.